What's up everybody, welcome to the Survival Guy. This channel is all about surviving life and building a tribe along the way. If that's your cup of tea, stick around. If not, you can... I'm only joking. Okay, so this is the first video of a series of videos on how to get work in these trades here globally if you have no previous skills. And we're going to be starting off with carpentry. But first, if you haven't seen my introduction video yet, I'd advise you to go and take a look at that first, just so you'll understand whether this channel is for you or not. In my opinion, this channel is not for experts, it's just for people trying to learn new skills for surviving life, connecting with others on a similar journey, and building a tribe along the way. Also, just a heads up, I've just started this YouTube channel, so I'm still learning how to make YouTube videos properly. As I said in my introduction video, I was useless at everything in school, including being able to talk properly, so it's going to take me a few more videos, I think, to hopefully get better at that. So thanks in advance for your patience. Right, so let's get back to the video. So let's say you're planning a trip abroad and you feel like you haven't got enough skills to get work. So what you got to ask yourself is, what's your employer going to be looking for to employ somebody with little or no experience that they don't really know anything about, or from a different country? So what they're going to be wondering is, are you reliable? Will you respect the danger? Will you respect the people? Will you respect the tools? Can you use the tools? And will you have a willingness to learn every day? If you can tick all of those boxes, you're going to be in a good place. And the best way to do that is to do a video CV. So I'm going to show you an example of what I mean by a video CV. And then I'm going to give you a list of tools and materials you're going to need to complete one. And also what to do with the video CV afterwards. You're also going to know, how do I learn to use these tools and where do I get them from? So the best place to learn how to use these tools is definitely YouTube by far. If you can type into the search bar on YouTube how to use a drill, or how to use a skill saw, or how to use a hammer for beginners, you'll get really good videos there showing you exactly step-by-step instructions on how to do that safely. The next thing is where to get the tools to practice with before making the CV. And my advice on that one would be to ask your friends or neighbours or family or whatever. Do they know a carpenter that would loan you the tools for a few days? You're probably going to need them for maybe 4 or 5 days to be able to get the hang of using them all safely. So you're going to need them for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. If that doesn't work out, you're probably going to have to, I'm guessing, buy them secondhand or new. But you can always sell them again after, or you can look at them as an investment and keep them for future projects around the home afterwards. And if you're wondering if this is worth spending money on, I'm telling you for sure it is. You will use the tools and the skills you're going to learn enough times in future projects that they'll end up paying for themselves 10 times over. So in my opinion, it's a very good investment. But that decision is entirely up to you to make. So right, let's get back to the video CV. So the next thing you're going to have to do is set yourself up a bench along with the tools you're going to need and the materials, which I'm going to give you a list of in a few minutes. And then you're going to have to set up a camera. So your phone camera will do. If you have a tripod, you're going to need something to hold it steady. Maybe a friend would be the best thing to do if they might even have a better quality camera. Probably a good, the better the quality of the camera, obviously the better the video is going to work out. So then just hit record and start off with, hi, my name is whatever. Maybe fill in your current situation. Say you're looking for work in carpentry as a carpenter's helper or labourer. Tell me you don't have any job experience in construction yet, but you've been practicing how to do the basics safely. And I'm going to show you that today by completing a small task, which is building a simple 40 centimetre square frame and adding some plywood on top, which is going to demonstrate me using a saw, electric saw, a drill, a handsaw, hammer, square, chalk line, some basic tools like that. The idea of this video is to show you that I can use a tool safely and responsibly. Right, so here we go. So here's the list of tools and materials you're going to need to pick up to do this task. Okay, let's get on with the task. So the mission here is simple. Just build a 400mm square frame, whichever way feels comfortable for you, from 4x2 or whatever you can get your hands on that's near enough to that, and attach plywood or OSB board on top. And that's it. This will show you using all the tools safely. Start off by cutting the 4x2 and attaching them together with screws and nails. Then cut the plywood and attach that to the frame with small screws and nails. Job done. The more professional you look in your CV, the better, so ask a friend who can do some video editing to help. I'm from the Stone Age as regards making videos, so just take my advice and put your own creative touch to it. Also, after all my fucking preaching about safety, I forgot to use mine in this video. I should be wearing safety glasses and a dust mask. So you can also learn from that, and don't be an idiot like me while you're doing your own safety, while you're doing your own video. Look, I know that carpentry is more than just about tools. It's about being on time, being reliable, keeping people safe. I will respect the tools, the people I work with, and the risks on the job site. That's why I take safety very, very seriously. I'm also ready to start from the bottom, learn fast, and take instructions. So if you're looking for someone who's eager to learn, takes safety seriously and wants to build a career in carpentry, I'd love to be part of your crew. Please feel free to get in touch. Thanks for watching. So once you have the video done, the next thing you're going to have to do is to figure out where to send it. And in my opinion, the best place to send it is, or the best thing to do is to join every expat social media group that you can in the area you're going to, whether it's Australia or Canada or wherever. And reach out to as many people as possible on them platforms. Tell them your story and ask them would they be kind enough to share your video CV on their main pages. Expats are the most helpful people ever once you show them respect. After that, you can send your video directly to small building companies on Facebook or Instagram. Just send them a short message about your situation along with your video CV. Also remember, the main goal is to show that you're looking for work, you're reliable, respectful, and ready to learn. And your video proves that. So don't just post it once or twice. Send it everywhere you can and then also follow up. Okay, that's as much as I think you're going to need to know to get work anywhere. I hope this helps you out and get you some work. Best of luck.